We live. Yeah. Let's clap it up. All right, Israel. Isupk. Started out at 1 West 125th Street Hall, New York. We are under commanding General Yohana. You understand? We come out to bring out the truth of the Bible. You understand? What's the truth of the Bible? That truth is that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the real, true biblical Jews. You understand? The true Israelites of antiquity. You understand? We here to bring that out and let you know that the oppressor, you understand, the colonizer is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? That's what we're here to talk about today. All right. Today's class is Brotherhood class, Tuesday night. So a lot's going on in the world. A lot of things have been shifting the normal lifestyles that we endure here in America. You understand? Like as far as our luxuries, trinkets, regular conversations amongst our peers, our relationships with our family members and neighbors. You understand? It's all changing. It's all shifting. And it's all due because the Lord is bringing this place to his knees, man. You understand? Everybody's starting to feel the pain and the worries and the burdens that America is starting to feel. The common American is feeling it, man. It's coming to a the social climate is coming to a place where our tolerance has become so shortened that we can't even tolerate to see the brothers and sisters of our own race struggling. You understand? As far as our brothers and sisters strung out on certain drugs or mental illness, alcoholism, homelessness. You understand? Christianity has taught us to look down on these people and look at them like they are just, to be written with. You understand? Whatever happens to them, happens to them. You know what I mean? It really made us, just America and our leaders and Christianity has really made us callous to the conditions of our own people and ourselves as well. You understand? We think that just because we don't have certain things or we live in a certain condition that, we just don't deserve to have a fair shot at life. You understand? We don't deserve fair treatment. We don't deserve justice. You understand? We deserve whatever happens to us, whatever ill will should happen, we somehow deserve it. You understand? And that's why the Lord is bringing judgment on America, man. You understand?
That's right.
And bringing swift destruction to this Christian philosophy. You understand? Because his people, God's chosen people, you understand, are being plagued and being bullied by the oppressor, man. You understand? This oppressor is running amok, doing whatever he wants, all up and down and through the earth.
Right.
And when things don't go his way, he turns to the slaves that he's had here for over 400 years and just does what he wants, man. And it's from the top echelon oppressor all the way down to the peon snot-nosed oppressor, man, that don't know nothing and can barely read. You understand? The trailer park trash oppressor. He gets to do what he wants to God's chosen people and get away with it, man. You understand? That's why the Lord is forming up all these nations all over the country to bring punishment and derision to this place, man, which is really deserves. Because we don't have a fighting chance if we don't serve the Lord. So the Lord got to make us serve him. And how is he going to do that? By showing you that who we have our trust in, hence the title of our class. You know what I mean? Israel, you are not safe trusted in America, part 2. Hence the title of the class. You don't have a wishbone or a backbone trusting in the oppressor, man, in his society. You're not safe. The only place you're gonna be safe here in America is here in the Isupk, man. That's the only place. There's no brotherhood out there in them streets, in them gangs and sororities, whatever you involved in. There's no brotherhood there. Nobody, they don't care about you. They're not gonna lay down their life for you. They're not gonna tell you when you're wrong. They're not gonna show you any kind of brotherly love, man. You understand? They're just gonna push you to the side when you're inconveniencing them or you don't serve any benefit to their agenda. That's what's going on in the world outside of these walls, outside of this body in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. So the last class that we had on Brotherhood that I taught about 2 weeks ago, we talked about BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. It's pretty much a not a counterpart. It's pretty much the opposition to NATO. You understand? Just to brush up on things from a couple weeks ago. BRICS is pretty much a, how would you put it, sir? It's like a
NATO.
It's a NATO.
It's Brazil.
Yeah. Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Right. So I'm trying to find the right word for it. Pretty much it's going to be the competition for NATO, in other words.
Basically what, Salaki, if I may,
basically
what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a world currency.
Right.
And what they're trying to do, it looks as though they're trying to push America to the side and overtake America.
Right.
I'm guessing that these countries are tired of America's bullying.
That's what it is.
You understand? And a lot of countries are seeing the weakness in America now, which is a good thing for us, because now we already know that World War III has already started.
That's right.
This pushes it even further. This pushes the lever even further into World War III. So yeah, that's what it's about, that currency and them taking control from America.
That's right. All right, so that's it. That's pretty much that sums it up. All right. And so when we talked about last week was how all these other smaller nations are deciding to pool all their resources together, all their military might, whatever resources they might have, they provide. They pretty much want to do all their trade throughout the globe without using the US dollar, man. You understand? And guess what? America don't like that, man. You understand? America is going to cause conflict just to slow down that whole idea or that agenda of BRICS. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we could, sir, let me get that first article. Not the
US dollar.
The US, that's it.
Got it.
Khan, if you could.
Okay, here we go. US dollar in precarious position as BRICS members join forces against American currency. Senator Rand Paul.
Go ahead.
Kentucky Senator Rand Paul says the government's foreign fiscal policies are pushing BRICS and other nations to gang up against the US dollar.
Now, what's he mean by his foreign and fiscal policies are pushing BRICS together? America is like, no, you can't do this without using the dollar. You can't sell, you can't trade, you can't do any of this without using the US dollar. You understand? So these other countries are pretty much starving or getting taxed, you know what I mean? Because they got to use the US currency to do whatever kind of trade they have for their natural resources, whatever they supply to the economic, global economy, whatever they provide. It could be toenail polish. Let's make it plain. It could be toenail polish, crayons, whatever that country provides to the global economy, they have to use the US currency to do it. So now BRICS is providing them with an alternative. Look, we can come together. We don't need these guys. We can do it our way, right? So now you got this Kentucky politician talking about, hey, man, you know, he's pretty much blowing the whistle and letting America know, like, hey, man, look, all this stuff you guys got going on as far as like charging all this extra interest and putting is it tariffs? Putting tariffs on certain countries so that they can't trade, and pretty much blocking their economic production as far as getting the trade issues stand in place. You're causing a problem. You understand? It's causing a problem. All right, you can keep going, sir.
In a new Fox Business interview, Paul says the U.S. is becoming increasingly isolated as outside powers team up to settle trades without using the dollar.
And we just said that. Now, shucks, it's been over. Gee, sir. I think we stopped doing steel back in the late 60s, steel mills and all that, 70s.
Right.
You know what I mean? They stopped producing steel. That was one of the biggest commodities that America had after slavery. You know what I'm saying? It was producing mass quantities of metal, steel, cars. That's how the economy stayed jumping. But now You got the other countries like, nah, man, we tired of y'all dictating on how we do things. Go ahead.
Right. And remember too, like I said before, everything is measured against the American dollar.
That's right.
So, which means America controls how everything is run. Well, if you remove the U.S. dollar, then you take away the control that America has.
That's right.
And this BRICS situation is what the other countries are looking at. They think about what the other countries are seeing too, right? Other countries are seeing all of the hypocrisy of America, and they see America making all the rules.
Right.
Well, if America is a hypocrite, why would you allow a hypocrite to tell you what you can and what you cannot do?
Right.
You understand? And that's what's happening. Everybody, that veil is coming off of the other countries' faces, and they're seeing America for what America really is. Understand? And this is the beginning of the fall of this empire in America.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
That was it. Get down to the next one for me, sir, if you could.
Okay. When you look at the determination of the world's trade.
Oh, Salaki, go up one paragraph.
Oh, Salaki, my bad. Salaki. Paul says it's not China and Russia, two of the largest members of BRICS. The Kentucky senator says Iran, North Korea, and Saudi Arabia are all also finding ways to move away from the U.S. dollar.
So what's that mean? Iran, Saudi Arabia, that's your big oil countries, providences. You understand? Right. That's how America is running off of all kinds of fossil fuels right now, from your energy, as far as your electricity, power plants, your cars, your homes for heating and all that. It all comes from Iran, man. We made a deal with Iran, you understand, years ago, Gulf War, you understand? And now they want to get away from America. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that, sir? Why do you think that is? If you could, if I had a student here, I would ask them the question.
Like I said, think about it though, right?
Cut.
That's just like somebody on the block bullying everybody, right?
That's it.
And then people begin to see this person for what they really are and say, you know what, we ain't taking this no more.
Right.
And that's what the other countries are doing. Everybody's seeing America for the hypocrites that America really is. Think about it. I believe a few months ago, what did Putin say about America? He called America a bunch of homosexuals.
Good night.
Homosexual country. You understand?
He ain't lying.
You know what I mean? A capitalistic and a homosexual country.
That's right.
You understand? And all of these laws that they pass and everything that all these other nations are against, America is for. All of the negative stuff. Not to say that these countries are not heathen countries, because they are heathen countries. But even a heathen country knows that homosexuality is wrong. And America accepts these things. And like I said, you see the murder, you see the robbery, you see the rape, and you allow in this country to tell you what you can do in your country.
Right.
So, man, we can do what we want to do. So let's move away from them and let's do our own thing, you know?
Come.
Go ahead.
All right. Hey, you summed it up. Yeah, we can go down to the next one.
When you look at the determination of the world's trade, quite a bit of it, more than we've had for quite some time, is denominated. What's that?
It's dominated.
It's dominated in things other than the U.S. dollar.
So it's not just the U.S. dollar that's holding down the global economy. You understand? So what is that? Smoke and mirrors that they're telling the American people? You understand? Trade. So you mean to tell me that it's going? Well, it seems like it's going to come out that Wall Street. Go ahead, sir.
So like I made a mistake. That says denominated. It's denominated.
We reading it wrong?
Things other than the U.S. dollar. Yeah. This means it's
okay. So like, go ahead.
It's divided up amongst. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. It's denominated, not dominated. Yeah, that's what it says.
Denominated.
Because I was thinking the same thing. I thought I was looking at it wrong. Yeah, but okay, denominated in things other than the U.S. dollar. That means the U.S. dollar doesn't control everything.
Right.
Things are set in other currency too.
Come on.
So why not move from that U.S. dollar and let's set things in our way as opposed to the U.S. way?
That's
Think
right.
about it. I know all these countries could not have actually said, yeah, let's put everything in the US dollar.
Right.
Let's rate everything by the US dollar. Think about it. Russia, as huge as Russia is, as huge as China is. I mean, think about North and South Korea. You mean to tell me all of these countries said, well, yeah, let's use the US dollar?
Right. No,
You understand?
they didn't do that. They didn't do that.
Got manipulated.
They didn't do that. Let's go down to the next one. And I think this is where I want to take a break at. I think.
Okay. I think our foreign policy has something to do with that too. We pushed all of our adversaries.
Pushed all our who, sir?
All of our adversaries
Mm-hmm.
farther and farther away from us and closer together.
Now, isn't it an old quote some heathen came up with? Keep your enemies close. You keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Right.
You understand? America got proud, man. They got proud, thinking they could just be the bully on the planet Earth for the rest of their existence and think that nobody's going to buck up against them, man. Nowhere in history has a bully been able to rule forever.
Right.
Even in your grade school, 6th grade class, man. That bully ain't reigned forever.
Right.
You understand? He didn't, or she didn't. Somebody knocked them off their throne, man. And this is the Lord's work, man. This is the Lord's doing. America's been an evil, disgusting country, man. And it's getting worse and worse. Like the scriptures say, it's going to pull up the skirt of the whore, man. I'm paraphrasing. Right. And that's what he's doing, man. Showing you all the disgustingness that goes on here in this place. You know what I mean? And making it weak by weakening its currency and its actual flex on the people on the planet, man, which is their money. You know what I mean? Once the Lord devalues this money, man, the rest of these countries is going to slaughter this place, man. Right. You understand? Going to just wipe them out, wipe this place out, justfully so as well, man, because they've done it all over the planet Earth, from Vietnam all the way up to the Iraq War. All they've been doing is going over and pillaging and stealing, and not forget what they did to the Lord's chosen people. Don't forget about us. Right. You understand? That's the caveat right there. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about all the slaves you brought over here to pick your cotton, man. And all the slaves that you murdered in those sugar fields. And all the Native Americans you marched across the damn country because you didn't want them in your land that you stole. You understand? Gave them rocks and dust to live on. And don't forget about the so-called Hispanic brothers and sisters you got on the border sleeping under goddamn aluminum foil blankets, man. Taking their babies away from them, man. Don't forget about that. Don't think 1 second that the so-called Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is going to have any tears for you Americans, man, or this American society, man, once it crumbles, man. We're going to have drinks when this place falls, man.
Right.
You understand? You did so much wickedness on this place. You deserve every ounce of it, man. Hey, sir, hold that. Let's get the book of Obadiah, man. Because the book of Obadiah, the prophet Obadiah prophesied about how this place is going to crumble, man. You understand? Based off of their lack of morality and their philosophies and their cruelty, man. You understand? And their just despicable nature as a people, man.
Right.
You understand? The Lord put the vision in the Obadiah, man, so he can bring it out and put it in these records for us, man, for our learning. We're going to tell you, if you so-called oppressors are watching this, man, we're going to tell you what's going to happen to your kingdom, man. Rightfully so, man.
What you want?
Let me get, we can start at verse 2, sir.
It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 2.
Salakia, sir, let's go at 1, if you could. Let's start at 1.
Okay. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord, concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Concerning Edom.
Who? The slave master.
Concerning Edom.
The oppressor.
Concerning Edom.
Edom, Esau, you so-called oppressors, man. That's who you are. Go ahead.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Oh, so what's that sound like? That sound like BRICS. You understand? That sound like Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, man, and all other little small countries that America's been bullying, man. Right. They said, let's rise against her in battle. And what kind of battle they having right now, sir? Economic war.
Right.
They going to war over the currency, the new currency, man. That's what they going to war. But they tired of seeing these oppressors all over their dollars, man. You understand? They don't like it. Just like we don't like seeing a so-called white Christ in the Isupk. We hate seeing that. Those heathens hate seeing Benjamin Franklin on their bills, man, that they use. You understand? They hate seeing Benjamin. They don't like seeing Benjamins. They want to see their leaders and their so-called whatever you are, patriarchs on their currency, man. Right. They're tired of seeing the oppressor on their currency. So the Lord said, tell them to join to rise up against them in battle. Go ahead, sir. Read verse 2.
Verse 2. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen.
Hey, man, you so-called oppressors ain't built like that. Ain't a whole bunch of y'all on the planet. Y'all can barely reproduce. You understand? Y'all stick out like a sore thumb. It ain't that many of you. Go ahead. You're small amongst the heathen. Go ahead.
Thou art greatly despised.
Oh, we greatly despised, a.k.a. bricks. Who else would come up again? Why would bricks be formed and last over 2 decades? You understand? If you weren't despised, they could just be like, they could have just got on their knees and begged NATO to take them on, like they've been doing. They was begging NATO back in the 80s. All these other countries, nah, you this kind of country. No, you don't fit our standards. So they formed bricks. Now you greatly despised. Now they coming together. They like, look, we don't need you. Greatly despised. Go ahead.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart.
Whoa, the pride of what?
The pride of thine heart.
Thy mind. Go
thy
ahead.
Heart hath deceived thee.
Oh, man, the pride of you so-called oppressors walk around with your head up high. You understand? With all your money and your Teslas and your great ideas to go to outer space and fight the Most High when he comes to return. All that pride you got. Kicking and stomping out brothers and sisters. You understand? Lying on us. Taking our identity away from us. Starving us out. You understand? Treating us like trash for over 400 years. The people that built your society, you understand, that gave you all the inventions and ideas to carry on with a better way of life. All the new technologies you got from us, a way of living, didn't know how to wash the hind parts. You understand? What the Lord say, sir? The pride.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Your pride of your own heart lied to you. Go ahead, sir.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks.
Yeah, y'all sit up high in those big old skyscrapers. Used to live in rocks in the caves and back in the day. But go ahead.
Whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Who shall bring you down to the ground? The Most High is going to bring you. He's bringing you down to the ground slowly but surely. You understand? The Lord is the best director of a drama, man. You understand? You can watch all the movies in the world, and these guys get these Academy Awards. Ain't nobody better than the Lord when it comes down to busting down the drama, man. This is going to be a great movie. You understand? We watch it. We are living in one of the greatest times right now, watching the Lord do his work on his adversary, Edom, man. You understand? The devil the Bible speaks of. He's bringing them down bit by bit, and they don't know why it's happening. Every time they try to counterbalance the issues that they're having, something else happens. You understand? Just like when they was having the beef when so-called President Trump was getting into office, when the Trumpster was coming into office. What happened? COVID hit the economy some more. They thought the economy was about to bounce back. They was getting jobs and money was circulating in the economy when Trump was in office. You know what I mean? Trump invoked and incited their racism to come out full-fledged. They didn't want to hide it no more. So they started beating brothers and sisters to death. Lynchings started getting more on lynchings. You know what I mean? Through states. And then what happened? Move it. You understand? The Lord, he did it to his own, but he did it to his children, man. Look at that. You know, everything on this damn planet. Hooked on all kinds of everything from sexuality to narcotics and alcoholism. You understand? To philosophies and different cultures. You understand? We caught up in everything. The Lord destroyed us. Let us get destroyed in this place. You understand? So what makes you think he's not going to do it to somebody that touched his children? You understand? That destroyed them for over 400 years. What do you think he's going to do to you? He's telling you what he's doing right now in the book of Obadiah.
Right.
You understand? Sir, let me get that fourth one real quick. So we
verse number 4, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Who exalts himself as the eagle on the planet Earth? Edom, so-called oppressor, man. He sits up high. The eagle flies high, puts himself up high. You understand? He's above everybody. You understand? Nobody put him there. He put himself there.
Right.
He claimed that seat. You understand? Exalt himself like the eagle. And I'm gonna keep it real, sir. I done seen eagles fly. They have some amazing creatures. The goddamn wingspan is huge. They could cover this whole table.
Right.
You understand? That's what the so-called oppressor sets himself up as, the eagle.
Oh.
You understand? Going around just stealing, killing, raping, robbing, doing whatever it wants, just to feed itself, man. You understand? The Lord is showing you the characteristics of Edom. That's what this is right here. Keep going, sir. If you could.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night.
If thieves came to you, robbers by night. Listen real good, Israel. If thieves came to you, you understand? You got these drill rappers that talk about kicking in doors and all that crazy stuff. He's talking about thieves, robbers, murderers. Go ahead. Oh, Salakia, sir. Thieves. If thieves came to you by night, I'm going to keep going. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? You came by night. You came and stole. You didn't get enough. Nobody was home when you broke in. You took your time stealing. You kicked back and relaxed. Made a sandwich while you was in somebody else's house stealing. You took your time. They had no worries in the world. You understand? What it is, mighty man? God damn it. What's going on, sir? You good? I'll take a water, sir. The water. Yeah. We go back. Let's go back to 5 if you could, sir.
Obadiah, the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
So, I mean, goddamn, you came by night, nobody was home. Nobody was home. You got to sit back and chill and steal. You watch pay-per-view fights, made a sandwich, you understand? Kick your feet up on the couch, pet the dog, took a nap, and continued to steal, man. And nobody was there to cut you off. You just continue to steal. And now the Lord is like, you know what? It's time to wrap it up, man. You done had your share of wickedness on the planet Earth, man. It's time to get you tight. Time to relay righteous judgment on the oppressor, man. You understand? That's what BRICS is all about. This is the opposition to the oppressor. And don't get it wrong. We're not no advocates for BRICS or no heathen nations. Now, we got brothers and sisters all over this planet that are scattered abroad. But as far as this BRICS nation or whatever you want to call it, conglomerate, we don't care nothing about it. We just rooting them on because we want to see them destroy each other. That's our stance on it. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 6.
No, finish 5.
How art thou cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Would they have not? Salaki. Would they have not stolen till they have had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
God damn, like if grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? You know what I'm saying? Grapes fall on the floor, on the ground. They're going to leave those grapes. They ain't going to take them. You understand? But the so-called oppressor, man, he wants every drop, man, every ounce. The oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, man. There's no way around it. He lied, cheated, and stolen everything. And the Lord is bringing judgment on him right now. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Mm-hmm.
How are his hidden things sought up?
How did bricks come together? Why did bricks come together? Because they saw how weak America is. And they tired of being bullied. And wicked, man. Pushing homosexuality. Going around the country just stealing and pillaging. What you looking for, sir? Oh, you need one? Going around stealing and pillaging everything. Stealing from other countries. Telling other countries what they can't do. Bullying them with their military force.
Right.
These other countries tired of that, man. You understand? So what the Lord got to do? He got to bring Esau down to his knees, man. You got to bring the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, down to his damn knees. Rightfully so, man. That's our salvation right there. That's part of it, man. Watching our enemies crumble. But you're not going to be able to enjoy it if you're not in this body, man. You're going to be scared to death. You're going to be scared to death when the grid gets shut off and you ain't got no lights. You're going to be scared to death when you a single woman. I'm single, independent, in the house by yourself, and them lights get cut off. And you got a house full of babies. You're going to be scared to death, man. Because your master is getting beat. Because your oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, it has no more power. Because the Lord stripped it of him. You're going to be scared to death, man. So Israel, it's time for you to open up your eyes and get back in the body of the Lord, man. Isupk is no other place but here, man.
Right.
You fake Israelite groups walking around in your uniform choir robes and your fringes on your t-shirt, and you Christian churches with these big hat prophetess and you half a sodomite diggings and pastors. That's not the place for you to be, man. If you want the truth, you want to be safe, this is it right here, man. There's no cowards in here. We look out for each other. And rightfully so, because the Lord made us do it. He made us this way. It ain't like we just woke up this all of a sudden and decided to do this. The Lord ordained us to do this. So there's nowhere else to be. This is it. I think we got a little bit more here, sir.
Right.
It's a lot more, but we ain't got to go all the way through it. Oh, let's do 7, sir.
Okay.
Good.
Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Ooh-wee.
The men that were at peace with thee.
Well, the men that were what?
The men that were at peace with thee.
Oh, Iran.
The men that were at peace with thee.
Saudi Arabia.
The men that were at peace with thee.
Go ahead.
Have deceived thee.
Oh, we use your dollars to use your petro dollars. We'll use your U.S. currency and call it petro dollars, and we'll just use that as our currency forever. You ain't got to worry about it, America. We're gonna use your currency forever. You're safe. Your economy will strive and thrive for the rest of your days, America, because we love you so much. Your allies deceived you, America. They deceived you. And now you're starting to feel the pressure. You understand? You start to feel the pressure of these smaller countries coming together and deciding on their own without the influence of the devil, man. You understand? They all know who you are. We the only Israel here in America and all over the globe, we the only ones that don't want to accept you for who you are. We want to accept you as Jesus. You understand? Blue eyes, blonde hair, and all that garbage. You understand? We don't accept you as our savior. And you're not, man. You're the devil, man. You understand? Everybody else knows except for us. So it's time to wake up, Israel, and realize who you're dealing with. These other nations are coming together in confederacy. Coming up against these bastards, man. They played America, man. Saudi Arabia, all these other countries, they played America, man. Backdooring. They backdooring them right now. Pause. Getting them out the way. You understand? Let's finish that one up, sir, if you could.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
They formed their own alliance. Go ahead.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Ooh, that is deep. They don't want to use your dollar no more, America. They was using your dollar all over the globe. They still using it. But it's getting slowed up. They was using your dollar for years. Generations. for decades, man. I mean, heavily using that dollar for everything. That's why you watch these movies, and you see they do backdoor deals and black market deals and trade. You see them open up a briefcase full of American dollars. That's coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end. That's the wound right there, putting a serious spear in your economy, man. Go ahead, sir. Salaki.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Mm-hmm.
There is none understanding in him.
No understanding him is none. You know, it's no understanding in him. He's just want to know why, but you ain't going to understand why. Because you don't understand that you don't hold yourself accountable for all your crimes, man. You don't hold yourself accountable for all the wickedness that you do on earth. You think it's okay. You think you had some type of privilege where you can you do got it. But it's starting to come to a fail now, man. You just can't do what you want to people forever and think you're going to get away with it. And now you don't understand why these other nations hate you, man. They don't understand why. You've been a bully and a beast all over the earth for forever. Since you've been, the Greek Empire. Been causing havoc all over the planet, man. With your philosophies and that disgusting homosexuality.
Right.
And that melting pot bull crap that you push, that you stole from Egypt and Babylon. That whole idea. It's not the way the world works. It's not the way the Lord wants it, man. That's why he's bringing it to an end. Hey, sir, let's go back to that article if we could.
It's not just China and Russia being pushed together by foreign policy.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some of it is their own doing, and it's a response to things they've done that we don't like.
We don't like it. We don't like how y'all coming together and kicking us out. We the cool guys in the party, man. This is our club. This is our clubhouse. You're not following our rules. You can't do nothing. Oh, you want to start your own clubhouse? You cannot do that. You can't do it. That's what the problem is. Go ahead.
But North Korea is in that basket as well.
Look, now North Korea don't deal with nobody. North Korea don't deal with nobody, but North Korea is like, you know what? This BRICS nation thing don't sound too bad, man. Let me go at least see what they going to go talk about. You know what I'm saying? Kim Jong-il, ain't his name Kim Jong-il? That cat walk around. He can walk around with the Tom Cruise jacket now, man. He ain't wearing too much. He ain't wearing them the North Korean clothes too much no more. Right. Them shirts with them button-up shirts with the butterfly collars. He ain't wearing that too much no more. He wearing them fighter jackets, the bombers. Tom Cruise style with his hair slicked back, looking like a real fighter in the movies, U.S. movies. That's what he looked like now. He's ready. But he decided to go talk to the BRICS nation. Go ahead and see what he had to say to him, sir.
Iran is in that basket. But then we have some countries such as Saudi Arabia also being pushed together into this non-aligned or unaligned coalition that wants to, denominate their trades in things other than the dollar.
Look at that, man. They tired of the dollars, man. They tired of you U.S. people, man. Go ahead, sir.
Paul believes the dollar is clinging to its throne due to the government's lost monetary policies. According to the senator, nations are witnessing the devaluation of their dollar reserves as the government continues to debase the U.S. dollar.
Look at that. Look at that. So we feeling the pinch. You wonder why you got extra potholes in your city streets? You wonder why eggs are $20 a carton? You wonder why trash ain't getting collected out your yard on Thursdays and Tuesdays? You understand? That's why. This is it right here. The regular way, man. I don't know how to govern a society the right way, the way the Lord told him to. You understand? So the Lord is picking them apart piece by piece. Go ahead, sir.
So I think it's coming.
Oh, what's coming? Go ahead.
Also, if you treat your dollar like scrap paper and you continue to buy up enormous amounts of U.S. debt, your dollar becomes worthless too.
Look at that. So it's just a tailspin. The Lord got this economy going through a tailspin. You understand? So brothers and sisters, if you out here stressing and struggling, worrying about how you going to pay your bills, worrying about how you going to, how you going to sustain electricity in your house for the next couple months or whatever. Look, the dollar about to be wiped out. We're not saying don't pay your bills, but if you're stressing about it, you're not trusting in the Lord, then what are you doing? What are you doing? You stressing yourself out. The Lord said not to do that. You Christians say the Lord's Prayer every goddamn day, don't you? Just about. You say the Lord's Prayer, you don't understand what you're saying. It's just a goddamn routine. You're like parrots, regurgitating some words that you heard. You don't understand the meaning of none of those words. You understand? We're not beating you up about it. We just want to bring it to you raw and straight. When you say, Our Father, which art in heaven, you asking the Lord for a favor. You understand? You bringing reverence to his being, his power, his might. You understand? You bringing reverence to your Father. Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Holy be thy name. Separate. But thy kingdom come. His kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, not tomorrow, not next week, next month, next year, generational wealth. No, give us this day our daily bread, man. Our daily bread. You trust in the Lord. You're not a sinner. You follow law, statutes, commandments. He will provide you with your daily bread, man.
That's right.
You understand? That's what we do here. Brothers and sisters ain't rich in this school. We come together on one accord because we believe the truth of the Bible. You understand? And we pray to the Lord to give us our daily bread, man, as instructed to.
Right.
And guess what? He provides, man. Even though we don't, half of us, we look at it, we like, well, I can speak for myself. Salakia, sir. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve daily bread. I'm saying for myself. Confession, go for the soul. I don't deserve a goddamn thing from the Lord. But every time he provides for me and my brothers, the water Yahweh. You understand?
Right.
That's it. There's no way around it, man. Take your daily bread, man. Salakia. Take your daily bread, man, and keep it moving. You understand? Go ahead, sir. If you could, Salakia.
For a variety of reasons, both foreign policy as well as fiscal responsibility, yes, the dollar is in a precarious position. And I think it is not an unfounded prediction to say, we could possibly lose our status as a reserve currency.
Most High in Christ. Look, he know it's true. This ain't no trailer park trash, ex-Marine choking out skinny, scrawny, homeless black boys on a goddamn train in New York City. Uneducated, don't know a damn thing. This is one of the elites, man. He know what he's talking about.
Right.
Gonna lose the status of the world currency, man. What would be a glorious day, man? It'll be an even more glorious day, Israel, if you up in this body, man, serving the Lord with truth and sincerity, man. Following law, statutes, commandments, showing brotherly love and brotherhood to your brothers and sisters. You understand? Shaking off the old man, becoming a new creature in the body of the Lord. That will save you in that day, man. Because, look, we glorify, we're going to be happy as hell when it happened. You understand? But we're going to feel sorry for our brothers and sisters that didn't want to listen to us on them street corners. Didn't want to share, and subscribe to our channels we broadcast on YouTube and all other various networks that we broadcast on. You know, that made fun of us. Talk about we look like Power Rangers and what else? Mortal Kombat. We don't know the Bible. You understand? We preach hate. Try to assault us, lie on us, have us in court. You understand? Try to stop the Lord's Passover. Ooh-wee. You understand? It's going to be a very bad day for you brothers and sisters, man, that stood up against the Lord and wanted to be on the side of your daddy, the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, man, the slave master. It's going to be a bad day for you. We're going to feel bad for you, man. You understand? But we're not going to stop doing what we're doing. So what's the alternative? Tighten up, change your life, and get in this body, man. Because the senator just said that the U.S. dollar is done in so many words. He was being nice about it. You know what I mean? He probably got a Harvard or Princeton education, so he can't use his words too rashly or too loosely like I do here on this class. It's a lot. All right, let's drop that. So in other words, make it quick, fast, and simple. The dollar is done, man. You understand? So don't stress yourself out wondering how you're going to survive the next month, the next day. Serve the Lord. He provides. Don't he feed the stray cats in your alley? Don't he feed the sparrow, birds, and pigeons every day?
Right.
You understand? What makes you think he won't feed you? Your lack of faith, not trusting in him, being taught and led by your disgusting Christian pastors, man. You understand? That's why you don't believe the Lord's Prayer. You understand? So let's drop that. We can go to something else. I want to talk about how this Marine choked out this brother, man. You understand? I want to talk about that, sir, because you understand, it's no way in hell that should happen. I mean, he wasn't in uniform. I'm not saying you in uniform, you a cop or something like that. You can just kill brothers and sisters, and I'm gonna be like, it's okay. No, you did wrong too. But this what make this even worse is that it's just a regular disgusting Edomite, man, on a train. He poor, busted, and disgusted. You understand? He see a brother that's a little disturbed. He's upset. You know what I mean? And he's small. He know he could take him. He just decided to take his life, man. You coward, disgusting hyena, man. That's what you are, man. You're a bunch of hyenas, man. Picked on that young brother and took his life. Who holds a chokehold for 15 minutes? You can't do it in UFC. Don't brothers tap out? You understand? You got bystanders all over the place watching and recording. Bunch of cowards, man. You understand? Bunch of this filthy, disgusting yellow cowards, man. Choke that brother out like that. Hey, sir, if you could, let's get that first article, if you could, Barbara Shaw.
Gotcha. Michael Jackson impersonator killed on New York City subway.
Oh, no, Salaki. So let's do the other one. I was always in awe seeing them dance.
Oh.
Salaki. But yeah, man. Brother, 30 years old, homeless. He's impersonating Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson probably weighed like 130. So he had to be a small, slender type of guy. Not saying you small, you can't handle your business. You understand? But this was a smaller brother, which even gave the devil the gall to even do anything to him. Go ahead, sir, if you could.
I was always in awe seeing him dance.
Mm-hmm.
At one time in New York City, if you wanted to see Michael Jackson, you looked for Jordan Neely.
Jordan Neely, that's his brother name. May he rise again. Go ahead.
Even among the performers in Times Square, who get every high pitch right and moonwalk seamlessly, Neely was exceptional.
Salakia, sir. So what are you saying that he and all that? You know, Michael Jackson had a move. Yeah, that's what it was. Salakia. You know, the little moonwalk. They saying his was the best. His was the exceptional moonwalk. Go ahead.
He's actually famous here. YouTuber and Jackson fan Gadget Trish said about Neely on May 3rd, 2 days after he was killed by another passenger on the F train.
So look, it wasn't some damn cop, some Secret Service, peacemaker, or none of that, man. It's another disgusting passenger, man. He had to pay his fee to get on the train, just like everybody else, man. Go ahead, sir. Oh, so like we can drop that. We can drop that one. Let's go. What was that paragraph? Salaria. All right, boom. So go under the one that's under the YouTube clip. It said it starts with Lance Clark, if you could, sir. An attorney.
Okay, right here. Lance Clark, an attorney, first saw Neely perform at Jackson at a family member's birthday party 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Neely was the guy. He told me over the phone. The kids thought he really was Michael.
Uh-huh.
Over the years, Clark said he frequently saw Neely performing on the A train, but he appeared to be going through progressively harder times.
So look, this well-off, they don't know what his name was. Lance Clark. We don't know what nationality he is, so whatever. He is a well-off individual, man. He's an attorney. You understand? He hired Neely 10 years ago, a decade ago, to perform at his kid's birthday party. The brother was recommended by another person to Mr. Clark. You understand? Now, Mr. Clark in New York City, damn near everybody rides the train in New York City. They got one of the best transportation networks on the globe. Not saying it's the cleanest or it's the safest, but it's one of the most efficient ones that can get you from point A to point B throughout that city. You understand? Throughout New York City. It can get you all over through all the boroughs, that train system. You understand? So this lawyer saw Neely again. And he's looking at the brother like, dang, it was all good about a week ago. You know what I'm saying? He was healthy, looking good. He's saying he saw in his face that he was going through hard times. He's going through something. You understand? Go ahead, sir. Salagi.
Okay. But hold on, wait a minute. Over the years, Clark said he frequently saw Neely performing on the A train, but he appeared to be going through progressively harder times. First, he was performing with the costume. Then the costumes got tatted.
Now, the costumes got tatted. Going through hard times, man. Go ahead.
He said then no costume.
Then no costume. Go ahead.
Then he couldn't do the moves.
Then he couldn't do the moves. Go ahead.
Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
Then no performing at all.
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, Clark brought Neely home with him and gave him some food and a few bags of clothes.
Try to do right by the brother, man. You know what I mean? Whoever you were, man, hey, Most High look out for you, man. May the Lord bless you for that, whatever that little small gesture is. You understand? He tried to help the brother. So the brother was going through something. He couldn't perform like he once was. You understand? Over a decade ago, the brother, he died. He got murdered at 30. So he was 20 years old. You understand? He probably had hopes and dreams of making it on Broadway. Got indoctrinated with the philosophy that America is a great place, or New York's the place of dreamers, city lights, and all that garbage. You understand? And then the streets just took him under, man. You understand? Destroyed the brother. Homeless. Go ahead, sir.
He put his soul into performing, and after a few years on the streets, he had no soul left. God
damn. Go ahead.
Clark says he was just begging for help.
He begging for help. So now he went from being a stand-up, good-looking Michael Jackson performer to looking like a crazy man, supposedly, man. Looking like he just down and out, beat down, grounded to powder, like this place does all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. He's not the only brother. He's not the only victim to America's plagues and racism and judicial systems and all kinds of other systems, racial systems. He's not the only victim to that, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have all been ground to powder. You understand? The Isupk under Command General Yohana is the only place you're going to get your fortitude back, man. You're not going to get it out there in the world because it's not there. It's all lies and hypocrisy, man. This young brother lost his life, man. Struggling, trying to be a performer, trying to entertain. Go ahead, sir.
It also would have been hard for him to make a living as a subway performer, according to TT, the manager and backup dancer for another Michael Jackson impersonator named Michael's Mirror. Full-time Michael Jackson impersonators mostly do Vegas circuits and shows like Legends in Concert, she told me. But Jordan never seemed to know how good he was. I guess that he performed in the subway and streets just because he loved it so much.
Man, look, ain't no way in hell you're going to tell me, I don't know, but I'm guessing you're going to tell me that bro went and performed in Vegas if he had the opportunity. You understand? You mean to tell me you just want to run around in pissy staircases and pissy subways and dance and perform and do hee-hees and moonwalks on the subway for people giving him $1 at a time? You understand? But that's the place we live in, man. It's not a fair chance in the world. You understand? You got to do something to get it. You understand? The brother didn't have it. Ended up performing on the train and losing his life. All right, we're gonna drop that order. Let's get to the next one, sir. If you could. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Let's get a scripture because we ain't gonna do all that. Let's go to Ezekiel 35:5. Oh, you got it out?
Grab that.
Yeah, Ezekiel 35:5. If you could, sir. Probably sure. Because 35:5. We can go through 35 and go all the way down to 7. So like, man, it's a lot. Matter of fact, if Ephesians 5 and 11, yeah, it's 5-7. What Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 35, verse 5.
No, let's do Ephesians 5 and 11. It's a lot. Because at the end of the day, these brothers and sisters that are on these that are outside doing these performances and begging for change is because we don't have brotherhood, man. You understand? The so-called slave master and Christianity has taught us not to have brotherhood, not to have each other's back. So we look down on a brother doing moonwalks and breakdancing on the damn street. Number one, he shouldn't have to do that. If you want to be a performer, he should be able to perform for us and get paid for it, man. That's what we do here in ISUBK. We look out for each other and support each other with our dimes and pennies and nickels, man. You got that for me, out? Go ahead. Oh, you ain't got it yet? Oh, Salaki. Yeah, Ephesians 5:11. So for a brother or a sister that had to live on the streets and strive, they do their best to strive and survive out there, man, is really ill on us. You know what I mean? Our lack of brotherhood, our lack of compassion for each other. You got it? Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 5.
Go ahead.
For this ye know.
Salaki, 5:11.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Look at that, man. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, man. You understand? That brother didn't know what he was doing. He was just trying to do something he loved. He liked to dance. He liked Michael Jackson. You understand? But what happened? The darkness took him under, man. You understand? Who knows what he was into? What plagues really took hold of his life? You don't know if he was on drugs. Not saying that he deserved to lose his life because he was on drugs. You understand? We don't know if he was in homosexuality. You know what he did. You don't know if he was a murderer. Whatever he did, man. You understand? The so-called oppressor has no right to take one of our brothers' lives, man, and just get away with it like it's nothing. You understand? But what the Lord says, take it from the top.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Have no fellowships with it, man. Have no fellowships with it, man, because you don't know where it's going to lead you. You understand? It's not just there. These words aren't just here in this book just to sound good or make you confused. It's coming here to make you live, man. These are words of life. You understand? You can't have no fellowships with darkness, man. What happens when you're in darkness? You lose, man. You lose. You get lost. What happens? You lose your life, which is unfortunate for this brother. You understand? You got some more on that article, sir? Hold that for me, too. Oh, let's go to the next article, Salaki. It was another one. The second one is going to explain how he really lost his life.
Okay. So
yeah, the one where you got the police tape on the subway.
Michael Jackson impersonator killed on New York City subway after fellow passengers put him in a chokehold.
Go ahead.
A man who had been shouting at people aboard a New York City subway train died after fellow riders tackled him, and one put him in a chokehold that lasted until his body went limp, according to police officials and video of the encounter.
Now, I saw that video, man. It was 3 Edomites on this brother, man. You understand? This brother was skinny, small, and he was bugged out. He was hungry, man. He was tired of begging, and he just wanted somebody to just give it to him. You understand? Not saying he was right for doing that, but it takes 3 grown-ass men to take down that young brother, that small brother. And even with that, you couldn't just give him a couple of hours to shut him up. No, but you really wanted to shut him up. You had to put a damn L chokehold on his neck and take his damn life, man. 15 minutes, man. 15 minutes. Go ahead, sir.
Jordan, nearly 30, died from compression of the neck.
No, he died from a goddamn chokehold from a disgusting hyena. That's what he died from, man. A bloodthirsty monster, man. Go ahead.
The city medical examiner determined Wednesday Neely is recognizable to some New Yorkers as a Michael Jackson impersonator who regularly danced in the Times Square transit hub. On Monday afternoon, he was yelling and pacing back and forth on an F train in Manhattan, witnesses and police said.
Wait a minute. So witnesses and police said, get the fuck out of here. Witnesses and police said he was pacing, making a scene. So obviously he needed some attention. Police was there. Go ahead.
When he was restrained.
Salakia, sir. Hold it real quick. You got a question out?
Now I want to say if the police see him and they ain't chokehold him or they ain't restrain him.
Right.
I mean, what right do it give to a civilian to come and then try to restrain him?
You don't give him no goddamn right, sir. None. Salakia. You don't give him no right. It don't give him no right.
I mean, I feel like the police ain't see no threat, then I don't see why that military dude seen that those Edomites thought it was a threat.
Right.
And needed to go and be police and try to enforce their,
No, you're right.
Their whatever. You know what I mean?
And that comes from, no, that was a good point. It comes from white privilege. You understand? You are supposed, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are supposed to suffer in silence. You understand? You're not supposed to complain about you being hungry on a train because you homeless. You're not supposed to complain about child support. You're not supposed to complain about working 70 hours a goddamn week for minimum wage. You're not supposed to complain about that. You're supposed to just do it and shut up, suffer in silence. You're not supposed to cry about police brutality. You're supposed to just do it. Just let it happen to you and die and suffer in silence. That's what the problem was. Jordan Neely was hungry. He didn't want to suffer in silence. He wanted help. He felt privileged to ask for some money, even though he probably went a little above and beyond about it. You understand? He felt privileged because he felt like he provided a service for the A train for over 10 years. He provided entertainment. He made people smile, cheer, and clap and feel better on the A train coming from work, to and from work. For 10 years, a decade, he did it. So he felt privileged to yell and scream to get a couple of hours to get something to eat. But you can't do that according to the oppressor. If you're a so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native man, you're supposed to just die and suffer in silence. Go ahead, sir. Salakia.
When he was restrained by at least 3 people, including a U.S. Marine veteran.
Hey, Salakia, sir. Can you take that to the top for me, Salakia? Can you take that back to the top of that
Neely is recognizable to some New Yorkers as a Michael Jackson impersonator who regularly danced in the Times Square transit hub.
Mm-hmm.
On Monday afternoon, he was yelling and pacing back and forth on an F train in Manhattan. Witnesses and police said when he was restrained by at least 3 people, including a U.S. Marine veteran who pulled one arm tightly around his neck.
God damn, man. It was 3 of them. Like, did the brother have a weapon? You understand? Did the brother have any kind of knives? Did he assault anybody? He might have insulted somebody verbally, but did he assault somebody physically? Did he spit on anybody? You understand? Did they say he threatened anybody? You understand? He was just yelling, pacing. What's that mean? He probably ain't eaten in days, man. You understand? It's called hysteria. You don't eat or drink anything in days, your body starts to go in decline, and you might lose your goddamn mind. It's called hysteria, man. You understand? You start to see things. You understand? You're not in the truth. You're not gonna understand that's a fast, so you're gonna be bugged out. But the brother was really suffering, man. And 3 devils, man. Not police. Transit riders decided to tackle him. And then one put him in a goddamn chokehold, man. All right, you tackled the brother, you restrained him. All right, you get him to calm down. Hey, calm down, buddy. Stop, That's too much for me. But that's the least you can do. It's steps to escalate in violence, man. You understand? You don't go full-fledged force on somebody. You know what I mean? When you restrain them, there's already 3 of them on them. You understand? It wasn't like the guy was goddamn Shaquille O'Neal size or something like that. It's a small brother. Sammy Davis Jr. type of cat, man. Smaller guy. Kevin Hart type guy. And 3 of you bastards took him out, man. All 3 of y'all need to be punished, man. All 3 of y'all deserve justice, man. All 3 of y'all should go on trial. You understand? 2 of y'all, it was 2 of you holding a leg. One had a leg. One of you, all right, out of the 3, 2 of you had one of the brother's legs on the right and the left side. And the jawhead coward bastard had his neck, man. You understand? Put him in a UFC chokehold, man. Wrapped his legs around him, butterfly hooks up under his arms, and choked him, man. You understand? Keep going, sir. if you could, Salaki. Video of altercation.
Video of the altercation posted online by a freelance journalist showed the man lying beneath Neely, holding him in a headlock position for several minutes as Neely tried and failed to break free.
Look at that, man. You can't break free when somebody else holding your legs. You can't use your hips or nothing, man. You can't do nothing. But just the idea that you can put somebody in a death move, man, and get away with it, that's what's really disturbing, man. So what's that tell you, black man, Hispanic man, Native man? If you out here, you drilling and killing, you understand? You in all these gangs and whatever organizations, you fake organizations you in, and you just don't value your brother's lives, man, you out of pocket, man, because there's a plenty of people on the planet Earth that don't value it enough, man. At least we can have value in ourselves, man. You understand? You need to learn you need to get in this body, man, and learn how to shake off the corruption that you've been taught over the course of your life, making you think that you're not worth a goddamn thing, man. When you're the most precious thing on the planet Earth, according to the Most High Power, man. You understand? Your life is worth more than gold to the Most High Power, man. You understand? It might not be worth jack squat to these so-called heathen nations, man, and let alone the devil, the oppressor, the slave master. You understand? Not worth anything, but at least it can be worth something to us. We got to learn how to value each other. You understand? It's plain to see that the oppressor can just take your life and claim anything. He's a jawhead, dirty Marine, man. He can say whatever he want. Oh, I had a PTSD flashback. I'm 100% disabled through VA. I had whatever. He can say all kinds of excuses just to get away from the fact that he murdered that brother and took his life, man. You understand? He gonna get off with that, man. And it's unfortunate, man. That brother lost his life just being a goddamn Michael Jackson Thriller cat, man. Perform in New York City, try and make $1. Show you that these oppressors have no pity for the people that they have destroyed and made a fortune off of over the course of this country, man. Over the course of 400 years, they don't have no pity for you. They don't have any. So where you gonna get the love and the compassion that you truly and righteously deserve, man? Where you gonna get it from? You're not gonna get it in the Christian church, man. They are molesting and doing all kinds of nastiness, stealing from you, telling women to lose their husbands. Husbands lose your woman. Get you a man if you really want a man. You understand? Get you a woman if you want a woman. If you a woman. You know what I'm saying? They doing all kinds of disgusting mistreatment to your children, stealing all your money, running up, busting the bank on your 401k. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get in the Christian church. All these other organizations, man, Black Lives Matter, the fake Israelite groups, all of them are just learned. They're just taught to mistreat you in a way that you won't expect, that you'll be naive to because you think it's for a good cause. That's all it is. Just more wolves in sheep clothing, man. You understand? That's all it is. You're not gonna get a fair shot nowhere else outside this body, man. We are taught not to mistreat each other. You understand? Through the scriptures and through the teachers and the generals and commanding General Yohana, man. We are taught righteous leadership, brotherhood. You understand? Here in this body, you're not gonna get it nowhere else. That brother would have been safe if he was in this body, man. He wouldn't have to perform on a goddamn pissy subway to get scraps for dinner, man, and beg the people that hate him for a couple of dollars to eat or a place to stay or some clothes or some rest. He wouldn't have to do that, man. You young brothers and sisters, any gangs or have opposition towards one another, it's all fairy tales, man. That brother, the notion that your brother enemy is all of the person, man, to divide and conquer. That's all it is. That's all it is. We got some more on that, sir.
A second passenger pinned Neely's arms while a third person held down his shoulder.
Look at this, man. They give you the whole breakdown on how they killed this brother, man. Go ahead.
It was unclear why the group had moved to restrain him.
It was unclear. So he probably was bugging out on the train, not just this day, but for a while now. You go be homeless for a long time where your family and friends disowned you or don't want nothing to do with you. Or you're a victim of broken promises. You go try it and see if you don't lose your goddamn mind. Or go a little off for a little bit. Because you need some relief from the stress and the pain that you're enduring. You go try it and see if you feel like you deserve to be pinned down by some goddamn heathens and your life taken. Go ahead, sir.
Neely, who is black, lost consciousness during the struggle.
They made sure they put black in there so you don't feel no goddamn remorse for him. Go ahead.
EMTs and police arrived after the train stopped at the station. He was pronounced dead at a Manhattan hospital shortly after.
The brother was dead. The whole 15. It don't take that long to lose oxygen to your brain. It'll take like what? It's less than a minute, right? 4 minutes.
About 4 minutes.
That's it.
About 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, it's a lot. So I guess if you break the neck, that's when you take their life. If you choke them that hard, huh?
Yeah, but he had 15 minutes,
so he probably broke all kinds of shit.
No, he ain't break it. He just choked him out.
Disgusting.
Didn't let him breathe. You know, after 3 or 4 minutes, think about it. Then 9 minutes, 10 minutes after, you just not letting them breathe. Usually, when you choke somebody out, they fall out. You let them go.
Right, but that's based off of the carotid being cut off, right?
But when you can't breathe, it's only going to take 3 to 4 minutes before you go unconscious.
Gotcha.
Once you go unconscious, the person lets you go. If a person doesn't let you go, they're just not allowing you to breathe.
I got you.
That's murder.
Right.
You could put a person unconscious and then you let them go. But after that, you go unconscious, they're not allowing you to breathe. That's murder.
Absolutely. Go ahead, sir. You got something?
I was gonna say, when you watch the video, you can see that you can tell when he tightened up by the Edomite facial expression. Like he like this.
Right.
And then he do that a couple times.
I mean, he's wincing. He's tightening it up.
He like this for a while.
Yeah, he's cinching it in.
All his might, you can see he putting all his might into the squeeze. Like the end. Like he was putting all it was like he had to get one last good squeeze in. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact,
on his facial expression when he do it. And like when somebody like what I don't want to say, when somebody unconscious, you let them go, and they will be breathing. Their body will automatically be breathing by itself.
Right.
Like that means you just stopping their body. Like
You murdering.
You trying to take the.
It's murder.
And what's crazy? So like I say something.
Go ahead.
Crazy is like. If I was in an Edomite home right now and I'm watching it, I can sense like they see like this ain't no police.
Right.
Like it's not a police, like a police kill somebody. So it's kind of like you start to be normalized to that for real. Like, or he gonna beat the charges because he's a police. But now it's just like general regular white people.
Right.
My bad.
You right.
General regular Edomites just.
Oppressors.
Regular, normal, public, walking around, working Edomite, kill somebody, and don't even get charged. Like I just was thinking, just like how do an Edomite that's like my age feel when you see that's already don't like or Hispanic people? They feel like what?
We should interview one and see what they say.
Or just like somebody who's been in the military, you know how some of them Edomites that went to the military, like they already a little off, and they been home for 5 years, like with that message that sent to them. Right. Like our people just walking around, like, I mean, I just feel like if there should be an uproar about anything, this should be the biggest uproar.
Hey, get Ezekiel 35 and 5 for me, if you could.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing.
I don't think anything's going to happen.
Think about this, right? Now what's getting ready to happen is they're going to talk about all the psychological issues that this.
Oh yeah, we're about to get to that.
Now,
yeah, we're about to get to that.
They're going to talk about how many issues he had, why he probably was released from wherever he was released from, He's been taking medication. He's been having this issue, and they're gonna make it. They're gonna dumb it down.
You're right.
They're gonna make it seem like, well, it wasn't his fault. He was on medication, all this type of stuff. Let's wait to see if that comes out.
No, I'm with you. What we see?
Because now, again, like you said before,
Ezekiel 35 is 5.
Wasn't the police, right?
No. Hey, sir, get the last 2 paragraphs, and we're gonna wrap it up with that on this article. And I'm gonna get that scripture that Officer Kara got.
You sure you want the last 2?
No, it's not the last 2. The one under the one you just read, the 24-year-old Marine veteran. Because like this article pretty much it's not as gritty as I would like, but it's getting to the point and pointing out the little cues that I want as far as like how the racism had a big play in his brother losing his damn life. Go ahead, sir.
The 24-year-old Marine veteran who appeared to be white.
Appeared to be what?
Appeared to be white.
Go ahead.
Was taken into custody and released without charge.
He was taken into custody and released without charges. Appeared to be white. No, the bastard was white, man. He was an oppressor, man. The devil the Bible speaks of. That's why he got released. No charges. Go ahead.
His name has not been released publicly.
Mm-hmm.
The medical examiner office classified Neely's death as a homicide.
Right. Now, the medical examiner did the damn autopsy and said it was a homicide. So we don't listen to the medical examiners no more? We don't go to the doctors and the doctor tell you got high blood pressure and he tell you stop eating so much goddamn salt. You're not going to take his advice. You're just going to continue to have high blood pressure. Or the doctor tell you got a broken neck or a broken leg. Tell you need pins in it. You're like, nah, doc, I'm just going to drink water and put my leg up. Let the swelling go down. I'll be all right. We don't listen to the doctors no more. This is a professional, educated medical examiner. You know what I mean? This ain't some rookie PA, not saying PAs or physician assistants or rookies, anything like that, don't know anything. I'm not saying that. This is a medical examiner. You understand? Years of training and education and schooling, man. Probably got a whole rack of college tuition debt. He's still paying off. He or she is still paying off. So they know what they're doing. Medical examiner, man, told him it was a homicide. But this bastard walked, no charges. Sound fishy to me. Oh, and he appeared to be white. Walked right out, scot-free. That's his name right there, sir. We're going to call the oppressor scot-free. Go ahead, sir. What else scot-free? What else they say about scot-free?
The medical examiner's office classified Neely's death as a homicide
Mm-hmm.
and the manner as a chokehold,
Mm-hmm.
but noted that any determination about criminal culpability would be left to the legal system.
Hey, I washed my hand. Hey, look. Hey, it was a chokehold. It was a chokehold. It was homicide. But look, man. Hey, that's up to y'all. You suits. I wear scrubs. That's up to you suits. You understand? Hey, I'm leaving up to y'all. Y'all figure it out. Go ahead, sir.
The Manhattan District Attorney Office said it is investigating.
It is investigating. What's to investigate? You choked him to death. Go ahead.
As a part of our rigorous ongoing investigation, we will review the medical examiner's report, assesses all available video and photo footage, identify and interview as many witnesses as possible, and obtain additional medical records, read a statement from a spokesperson for the DA.
All right, look, they're gonna make it, they're gonna stretch it out, make it a long ordeal until niggas out Jordan Neely, man, losing his life. Then they're gonna let scot-free walk out, no charges, continue to live life, get stripes and pat on the back by his so-called Marine jawhead, racist Ku Klux Klan's buddies and his biker club or whatever the hell he's in, become a hero for killing a nigga. You understand? That's all it's gonna be. Get a badge for killing a nigga, like being in the Boy Scouts, learn how to tie knots. You killed the nigga on the A train. Here's your patch. That's what he's gonna get. He's gonna be a goddamn hero in his skinhead biker club or whatever the hell he's in. Boys club. You got that scripture out, Salaki? Hey, you there? Kara, you there? You all right? Hey, grab that scripture for me, if you could.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hate.
Whoa, you had a what?
Perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred. A long, ongoing hatred. Never ending. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Shed the blood of who?
The children of Israel.
God's chosen people. Go ahead.
By the force of the sword.
No, by the sword, the force of candy canes.
The force of the sword.
Hugs and kisses.
Force of the sword.
Go ahead.
In the time of their calamity.
Uh-huh.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Bricks. Go ahead.
And blood shall pursue them.
And blood shall pursue them. You bastards killed, raped, robbed, and murdered us all, forever, man. For the whole 400 years, even until this day. Now you got disgusting, roach-faced, snot-nosed mayonnaise oppressors riding the A train, killing skinny, poor black brothers, man. You understand? Our babies are getting took away from their families at the border. You understand? All kinds of atrocities are continuing to happen to our brothers and sisters. The Lord says he's going to prepare you unto blood. Since you don't mind blood, let's see how much you don't mind it when it's yours. You understand? And with that, I'm going to pass the class off to Priest and Officer Bethune.
Clap it up, clap it up. Here you go, bro.
Oh, slide. I'm
Just
trying to look smart.
helping you out.
That's yours. You got a small black pen, though.
Okay. There you go. All right. What's going on with you, Korah? We get to Wab. I can dig it. Yeah. All right. Excellent class. Let's give another clap, and let's give another round of applause. Yeah, Priest Officer Nadar for teaching a heck of a class. Hey, man, you better keep up with that bricks, too. You know what I mean? You got to keep up with that, man, because that's important. That's part of this World War III that's going on right now. Understand? This is only a matter of time before the bombs start dropping, you know? All right, security announcements. We are the Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months after that in which the brother or sister will get permission to court each other. You understand? You know, just to court each other, just to go out, just to talk or whatever like that. You got to give people time to come into the school to shed themselves of the world. Right. You understand? To get themselves right. You understand? To really find out what the Most High needs from them and wants from them. You understand? We are in service for the Most High. We can't come in here with the worldly things on our mind. You understand? After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry, tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced Ma'ashara. It's a tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the priest fund. Give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, which is a free will offering, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming holy convocation. That will be the memorial blowing of the trumpets. When is that?
September 15th.
September the 15th, 2023. The memorial blowing of the trumpets.
Leviticus 23:27-32.
Leviticus 23:27-32.
Come.
All right. My Acumen Aquathium. Check on social media such as on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So educate events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, or scarf. And ISUPK Baltimore, ISUPK Maryland, we're going to be having a family fun day, right? We're going to be having games. We're going to be having all kinds of things going on here for all the brothers, the Aquathium to come in, enjoy yourself, enjoy the family, the camaraderie, and see what the ISUPK is all about. It's a $10 donation, and we'll be selling food. You understand? We're going to be having some good food here. We're going to be having some good
games,
family fun night, games and everything, man. You got to be here to see it.
Right.
You understand? And it's also BYOB. Got to bring your own booze. We ain't going to have no booze. We won't have it for sale, but you got to bring your own booze, but we will have food for sale. Like I said before, it's a $10 donation at the door to go. It's going to a worthy cause, going towards the school.
It's May 27th.
May 27th, 2023 is from 6 until.
That's right.
So give everybody enough time to get their funds together and get everything you're going to get together. Do what you got to do. Come have fun with us. Come, make it a family experience. This is what family is about. It's about us getting together, having fun, and experiencing the brotherhood outside the warring. You know what I mean? We go out on them streets on them Saturdays, the war. You understand? To go up against our enemies. But we need that time where we could come together and be together with our families and have fun. You understand? That's what it's not all. It's about war.
That's right.
It's about warfare. But sometimes them warriors need that relaxed time too, and that's what we giving on May 27th from 6 until.
That's right.
With that, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Hey, Sar, stand, face the teacher, men of Israel. A Majim Shabbat, a Majim Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Yad Yamata, class dismissed.